Hey, what's up, guys? Sean here with BlueRidgeSilverhound. Thank you for tuning in. Quick little PSA video. This coin certainly deserves a little bit more attention. We're going to bring this one to the forefront on everybody's kind of hunting desires because, quite frankly, we haven't seen too many new examples of the 1992 close AM Lincoln cent surface. But before we get into deep here with exactly the coin we're looking at, everybody knows about the close AM variety. All right, it's a transitional changeover reverse that has a little bit of different engraving. You're going to see that here on one of the close-ups. So this is PCGS's price guide site. The coin in question, because there's two different types that you should keep an eye out on regardless. But one more so over the other is going to be this one here, the 1992 Philadelphia minted Lincoln cents with the close AM reverse. The coin is considerably more scarcer than the Denver Brethren. All right, hopefully I didn't lose you guys there. And it shows right in the prices. Now, when we take a look and isolate just the full red example, which is pretty scarce, you know, this is about one of the most unique coins out there. There's so few of them that exist, but I firmly believe that people are just not, you know, trying hard enough to look for mid-state red examples. And there's a pretty good reason. I'm going to show you that here a little bit later in this video. But look at all these up arrows of this coin. The price values all across the board have gone up about $500 per numerical grade area. So all the plus designations, all of the round number type of grades, the 65s, the pluses, they've all gone up quite considerably. But here's the thing that I'm facing with this coin, because there had been no examples that have hit the open market in full red since I think about 2015 or 2016. We're talking, in the sense of today's coin market, a lifetime ago. The highest graded examples, I firmly believe, are worth considerably more than what is on here. Like, for example, do you think in today's world, considering that this is probably on par to being one of the rarest, if not more rarer than the 1969S double die Lincoln cent, that in the real world, this thing would be $26,500. I think it's going to be at least double that. $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 in the 67, which, by the way, does not exist in that grade, but they have it on the PCGS price guide. I think more so as an anchor, right, for the price. But by no means is this indicative of what today's real-world value is, considering that the prices that are typed on this chart feel a little bit dated. Okay, and that's, again, this is all as a result of just the lack of community sales. You know, whether it's on eBay or Heritage Auctions or Stacks Bowers, there have been no sales in about 6 years of this coin. And that's telling. Okay, it tells us a lot about just how incredibly unique the coin is by nature. So that's the coin that we're going to focus on. Now, you guys are probably interested in knowing what the difference is between a standard, regular, what they call wide AM, all right, which is going to be that top graphic there. You can see there's a considerable gap measured apart from the A&M in America. But if you look down below at the close AM, the letters are just about touching. All right, so that's the main kind of focal point to this variety. However, there is one other thing to look out for when you are trying to find one of these, and that's actually going to be the the designer initials on the reverse. Frank Gasparo's initials on the reverse of the coin is in a different type style than the standard wide AM. Sorry, my computer froze here for a second, but you guys will see this here momentarily you'll know what I mean. So if we're looking at this area right here at the base of the Lincoln Memorial, can you see FG right there? This set of initials is actually sitting a little bit further apart away from the base of the monument than a standard 1992 regular wide AM Lincoln. Furthermore, the letter G in this type style is wider. Okay, it's a wider font that they used for that particular engraving of that of those initials. So between measuring out the distance between the A&M and America and looking at the initials, those are the two main things to be on the lookout for with this coin. Now look at this thing. This is, as of right now, you guys are not going to believe this because the coin that you see on screen is a mid-state 64 red. What if I told you that there are only a couple 64 reds and that's it? All right. Now, kind of assess on whether or not you think the pricing structure for this coin is accurate enough in relation to the actual population amount of the coins that exist today in a slabbed holder. There is only 3 known graded full red specimens that have been graded by PCGS. Look at this. All across the rest of the other coins, with the exception of this one right here, all right, which is a coin that sold back in 2018 for $2,600. There is only a handful. All right, so see, look, there's none. They don't have population numbers on any of these other grades above that 64 red, which is insane. I mean, this is a coin that as soon as someone is able to find one, wherever that may be, sometimes the YouTube Homer kind of saying is, hey, look and change, right? It's probably not quite that easy because finding full red, truly gem mid-state 1992 Ps are next to impossible. All right, so you kind of have to go to the source. No, you can't go to the mint and ask them to mint you more. All right, the world would be a little bit too perfect if that were the case. But, they did produce these coins in great quantities and they were packaged in rolls and bags and things like that. But, you got to have a pair of cojones large enough to want to buy, say, one roll for $25. But unfortunately, this is where it ultimately comes down to, is that you're going to have to untap some of the virgin rolls that have never been cracked out before in their life and take the leap of faith. Now, here's the redeeming kind of part to this lesson, is that these rolls are $25 and they're not $250 because of that prospect of looking for the close AM Lincoln cent. But, even 92Ds are quite expensive, just looking for that mid-state red close AM, okay, which is the other variant just in the Denver mint, but is more widely available in that mint mark, is still a coin that's $5,000 to $10,000 in full red. All right, but, really, $47 for one original roll of 1992 Ps is certainly not for the weak stomach. But you got to make sure, again, that these are mid-state coins. You're not buying circulated rolls like what I see here. 4 1992 rare OBW bank wrap Lincoln cent rolls, but it doesn't specify that they're mid-state. If I went and clicked in this, I would be surprised if they were mid-state red. And this one is. But the only problem is, okay, based on how these rolls look, I have a feeling, especially the roll ends, I think these were opened at one point. These are not genuine, kind of like tightly bank wrapped and sealed rolls. All right. And again, for $74, that's a hell of a gamble. But rightfully so. We're talking about trying to chase one of the premier varieties that, in all honesty, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it based off of the title to the video, this is enough money to pay for a really decent yearly salary for someone, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000. it's still a good chunk of money, all right, considering. But even if it is just 25K, that's still a lot of money. That's life-changing money for anyone out there. Now, it's not enough money to retire on. We're not quite there to that level. But unless you found maybe a mid-state 68 of any one of these coins, we might be talking. We might just be talking there. The one example that did sell at one point, the Close AM 1992P Lincoln, was back on February 4th, 2016. This is the biggest, more notable sale of this coin in full red at $812.50. Again, we're talking a lifetime ago in today's coin market, all right, where things have moved upwards, in just the last 3 years to new heights never seen before. This one was only 6 years ago, but again, it seems like a lifetime ago. $8,800. Can you imagine what this coin would sell for today? Probably $15,000 to $20,000 when we figure in the market adjustment and the inflation and all that great stuff. So, this is a coin, again, so very few of them out there, but there are people that are waiting on the sidelines, ready to go into the game and buy one of these at the highest grade level. I guarantee you, if there's a mid-state 65 out there that surfaces on one of these big auction houses, you better be careful, because there's going to be so much money flying around. People are going to be beating each other up, and they're going to engage in these crazy bidding wars that could only be seen on A&E TV. It's that crazy. But this is an opportunity for someone out there who probably knows that there is a cache of these in mid-state condition. Maybe they know someone that has these. It's an opportunity of a lifetime, and I want you guys to think about this as we go into the 4th of July weekend. There's nothing more American, guys, than to play around with your money and find something as epic as this. So, game on, right? I'm going to try and see if I could, source some of these rolls out. Maybe I'll do a video if I'm lucky, because they are quite scarce. And as you can see, some of the easier low-hanging fruit rolls that you see on eBay are $25 to $50. Man, you got to be serious, and you can't have those little butterflies in your stomach, because these coins are very expensive. And if you don't find anything, well, at the end of the day, you're just going to be left with 50 cents and pennies. But that's going to go ahead and do it. I wish you guys the best of luck in all of your hunting endeavors this weekend. We're not having a pocket change market report for the 4th of July weekend. In lieu of that, we have the interview that I had done with Vincent Wade of Pinehurst Coins, one of the biggest top 10 precious metal dealers. I'm so happy to have the opportunity to talk to him about how he got started in the business. Alongside of that, he and I have joined forces to offer up a unique opportunity for my audience, a chance to purchase quite a few silver rounds at only $1.99 over spot. Okay, we've seen price of silver drop a little bit. You might be able to get these things for a lot cheaper than you have here recently. And then, just go ahead and look out for that video. It's going to drop Saturday morning at 10 a.m. And there's going to be a coupon code accompanied by that. That's the only way you're going to be able to take advantage of that deal. But most importantly, enjoy the interview. This is a perspective of the hobby and the business from a large dealer side of things. So it's going to be something unique, something brand new that you have not seen on Blue Ridge Silverhound. Another thing to also consider is that we will not be around on Monday night for the live coin Q&A stream because it's a holiday, as you would expect. But come join us the subsequent week. Adam Chambers will still be dropping his normal Toner Tuesday video on July 5th. That's always a lot of fun. Some really big coins have sold here in the last few weeks, and he's done a tremendous job with that campaign on the live coin Q&A channel. So aside from that, that's going to go ahead and do it. I want to thank you guys for all your views and support. We are almost to 250,000 subscribers. That's a 250,000, guys. We're almost to yet another milestone, and it's all thanks to you. Appreciate your guys' time and effort. Would love more subscriptions. Go ahead and toss it in if you so please. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Happy holiday, and be safe. Take care.